Alrighty, we are going to be unlocking the Arcanist job. We are in the Arcanist Guild, Limsa Mensa Lower Decks, and I'm going to be using my white mage just to get it started with, like one healer, just being like, hey, I don't know why I'm using hand motions because you can't see me on camera right now, but one healer welcoming another healer to the fold kind of thing. Although Arcanist can be a summoner as well eventually and starts off as a damage dealer for 30 levels, but whatever. Here is Miri, the guild receptionist. She is female human. Welcome to the Arcanist Guild. It is here that we research and develop the field of Arcanima. Arcanima is the science of employing arcane geometries, intricate patterns that map the unlocked mysteries of existence to draw forth and manipulate the body's etheric energies. If you prefer an arcane art built on structured thought and precise reasoning, then your discerning intellect may find a home here at our guild. Might you consider enrolling yourself as an initiate? Yes, I will. Thank you. Aha! Just as I predicted. Before we proceed any further, however, let us first feed your appetite for knowledge with a morsel of guild history. The roots of Arcanima can be traced back to the esoteric calculations practiced by the people of the South Sea Isles. It was these island folk that first discovered a method to express natural phenomena in mathematical terms. Building on this process, the existing mathematical formulae were further developed into arcane geometries, precise patterns that allowed a practitioner to weave ether into specific magical effects. The mages who invoked this new form of magic became known as Arcanists, and the school of Arcanima was born. Many such mages, wishing to expand their understanding of the world, took to the seas aboard trading vessels. Upon their arrival in Limsa Mensa, Arcanists found themselves welcomed into the academic elite, and soon secured positions in the realms of governance and council. The knowledge of an Arcanist, however, is traditionally passed on from master to chosen disciple. As such, Admiral Merlvib, counting several wielders of Arcanima among her personal staff, became concerned that this exclusionary practice would lead to the eventual extinction of the art. So, at the Admiral's express orders, an official Arcanist Guild was established, and funding was provided to for research and training. The complex and demanding nature of Arcanima, however, remains the greatest threat to its own future. If you invite such cerebral challenges, then you have but to reaffirm your commitment to joining our guild. Talk to her one more time. Well, have you decided to enroll in our guild, or are you now intimidated by the thought of excessive thinking? Intimidated by the thought of excessive... Okay, it's funny. Way of the Arcanist. Let me write that down. Okay. Level 1. Your sound judgment is to be commended. Now, standard practice dictates that I introduce you to our guildmaster that you might convey your intentions in person. Due to extraordinary circumstances, however, he is unreachable at present. Instead, you may speak with Mistress... Oh god. Thubirjim. Tom H.U. Bravo Y.R.G.E.I. Mary. Thubirgim. Thubirgim. Whatever. She has shouldered full responsibility for the guild's leadership in the interim. You will find her just over there, by the bookshelves. You needn't be shy. Though her mind is sharp and critical, her manner is always most welcoming. If I remember correctly, she's just like a nice librarian lady. Oh no, Rogadin, female. Still nice if I remember correctly, but blue robes, kind of purplish hair, like almost brown, but mostly purplish. And reading a book at the moment. Cutscene. Yes, I am Thubirgin. Greetings and welcome to the Arcanist Guild. As Miri has doubtlessly explained, I am serving as acting guildmaster until our wayward leader deigns to return. I assume our capable receptionist also spoke of our art's origins. Allow me, then, to expound upon its nature. Arcanima taps into the living energies of ether. The evidence of this is represented most aptly, perhaps by our ability to manifest the arcane entity Carbuncle, and the manner of magic which this ethereal ally employs at our command. Her blue robe is kind of more of a dress that, like, once it's, like, below the bosom, it splits into a V open. Got a white tunic underneath. You can actually see upper thigh, but then she has, like, brown boots that go all the way up to about mid-thigh. Just, to describe as I have been. She has a monocle as well. And red lipstick. There's not a lot of NPCs that I notice have makeup, but this one does. I don't know. Anyway, did I take this? Okay. The core principle, the core discipline, however, is found in the pursuit of definitive solutions to any potential quandary. Even on the field of battle, nay, especially on the field of battle, this principle takes precedence. If one wishes to make certain the question of victory, then one must apply the most effective strategy. An Arcanist is measured by her ability to calmly analyze the situation from moment to moment and respond with the most appropriate spells at hand. The study of Arcanima will test your mental faculties to the point of perplexity. Are you prepared to reason your way through predicament after predicament? I know that they, like, you know, this was level 1 stuff, and they wrote this with some intentions, but, I mean, I've played an Arcanist up to level 30, and then at level 30 I got both Summoner and Scholar on another character. I think that's a human female character, and I don't remember it really being anything to do with, like, high intellect and mental faculties, and being a scholar healer is, in my opinion, in my experience, only up to like level 56, I think, really hard. Harder than it was White Mage, especially like dungeons, especially in trash pulls. Like, White Mage was far harder. I burned through so much MP trying to keep a tank alive on trash pulls. So much so that I borderline... No, I want to do it. I want to try it. Get the experience trying it, because it was hard, and I want to see if I can figure out how to do it better. Somebody said that you can actually, like, placing your pixie, are they called pixie, fairy, whatever, placing that little pet in the right position, like right next to the tank, basically, will make it easier. Like, it'll be more likely to throw a heal at the tank first, and then obviously if your other party members are not taking damage or are not lower health than the tank, the pixie should prioritize healing the tank. But I'm gonna try that. We'll see if that works out. I am prepared. Are you prepared to reason? Yes. An unambiguous response, the kind I most prefer. Let us now see if the clarity of your words is matched by the sharpness of your mind. Here, take this grimoire in hand, and we shall next judge your aptitude for our discipline. We get 400 experience points, which is... like, is that applied to Arcanist? I don't think it would be. And we get our Weathered Grimoire. That's how I'm pronouncing it. It's G-R-I... Mary... Hold on. I'm trying to spell it in my head. O-I-R-E, I think? Hold on, let me check. G-R-I... Mary... O-I-R... Yeah, O-I-R-E, yeah. So, Grimoire, but I think it's Grimoire. I don't know, Grimoire? Whatever. Anywho, let's equip it. Unfortunately, that does make me naked. I do not have any clothing. I have rings. Sorry. So, naked for now. I apologize. Don't look. That doesn't help anything for the video. Let's see. No. You're being recorded. You dummy. Sorry, I'm on a video call with my wife who doesn't understand the rules. Alright. I need to save this gear set. I'm running out of gear. No, I think I'll just scroll. Anyway. I will pick up basic gear eventually, so apologies. I don't think you get kicked off. Like, I don't think your videos get flagged for being... I don't think so. Anyway. My first grimoire, oh wait. Did we just finish the first quest? We did. Yeah. So my first grimoire is the second quest. Let's just put them together. They're short. My first grimoire. You figure out how to pronounce it, you butts. I spelled it for you. You can do your job. Right. Given to us by Thubirgim. I like that. Thubirgim. I can do that. Thubirgim. I don't know. Whatever. Here we go. It is a hefty tome, is it not? I promise you, a grimoire's weight becomes a comforting anchor amidst the shifting seas of battle. Oh, my timer went off for my squadrons. I gotta do that after this quest. Ah, stop it. Is it not? I promise you, a grimoire's weight becomes a comforting anchor amidst the shifting seas of battle, a fact you will soon discover. In lower Lenosha, you will find, among others, 3 species of pest: wolf rats, little ladybugs, and aureli. Aureli, yeah. I ask that you employ your fledgling skill in Arcanima to eradicate 3 of each type of creature. Leave the city through the Tempest Gate, and you will soon encounter the potential targets in abundance. As long as you remain focused, I do not foresee these opponents causing you or your budding abilities undue difficulty. Once you return from completing this preliminary trial, I will welcome you as an official member of the Arcanist Guild. May your judgment remain swift and clear. I could I could teleport, but I want to pick up gear on my way. So we'll look for a battlecraft supplier. Boop, boop. There's a fieldcraft, there's battlecraft. I think battlecraft isn't weapons. No, they're arms. Okay, so that's bad. Well, yeah, that's bad. I want... Ooh, tailor. I want a tailor, that's right. Not in this grouping, okay. In the meantime, let's get rid of these things I don't like. No, I don't like that there. I started putting return over here because it's, why not? And the gear, yeah, armor sword. I have to remember to do that on all my characters. My baby's going to bed now. Pimple cream all over her face, jeez. Gross. Please pardon me for 1 minute. Today I did one, I think it was cooking. Yeah. I made a video recently of culinary recipes between 76 and 80, and I had those, like, the challenge log with the leave quests, and the 5 different plates that you gotta do. And of the cooking that was between 76 and 80, the Crystarium took a bunch of them, but there was only 1 plate that was granted. They were all like the same plates, and it's fine, whatever. So I did two botany leave quests that were different plates, and that brought me up to 3. And my plan was to finish the last of the 5 different plates as Fisher, because that was my low. Well, I think it caught up to my culinarian, but it was at that time my lowest level gatherer, discipline of the land, and it all worked out perfectly. I got to do a bunch more cooking in Old Charlian. I did 6 turn-ins in a row of borscht, which is kind of funny. I didn't even know it was on this, but borscht is fun. It's a fun thing. Fun Russian food. And then I was able to do 1 Old Charlian fisherman leave quest and got my bonus for the 5 different plates of leaves on Fisher. So Fisher hit 83. What are they all? Fisher at 83, Culinarian 85 with those 6 turn-ins, Botanist 87. And I do plan to buy... I actually failed a recipe on my Culinarian today, but it was for something cheese. What was it called? Something cheese. It was an ingredient necessary for the borscht. And I'm not in a menu right now where I can look it up, so. C'est la vie. Alright, let's continue. Let's get some gear. This magic. Can't get hands until 5. You know what? I could cheese all. I'm gonna cheese some things. Oh god, it's such a hideous outfit. A purple tunic, green pants, and awful. Awful waffle. Your face is an awful waffle. I didn't ask for your opinion. Alright, we gotta go aft castle. Put a little bit less light into my wife's eyes in case she wants to fall asleep on this call. I got 36% battery life on my phone. I think I'm good for at least another half an hour maybe. Okay, aft castle. Turn around anytime you go to the aft castle, you're running somewhere. That's a dumb lyric, it doesn't make sense. Oh, there's a celebration here. Some floating bomb balloons of blue, red, and yellow. Can someone sign my free company petition? You don't want to do it, son. It's all a scam. Where's my carbuncle? I don't get it yet? Oh, it's level 2. I could get it really soon. Should I? Oh wait, I still have these. Am I gonna? I'm not gonna be killing enough for long enough. I think. Yeah, I'm not gonna use it. Oops. Use that. Carbuncle. Pets. You can now summon a pet to do your bidding. How is this my... Well, Arcanist is the only pet job. Right? Hold on. Paladin, no. Marauder, no. Dark Knight, no. Gunbreaker, no. Pugilist, no. Dragoon, sadly, no. Dragoon in Final Fantasy XI had a wyvern, and it was awesome. Ninja, Samurai, Reaper, Viper, no. White Mage, new. Scholar, yes, but that's this job, Arcanist. Astrologian, no. Sage, no. Archer, Machinist, Dancer, no. And then, of course, like, Arcanist becomes Summoner, pet job. Yeah. Interesting. So, yeah, this is the only pet job. Final Fantasy XI had a lot of different pet jobs. You had Summoner, Beastmaster, and Puppet Master, which I fucking love. Puppet Master, Pup and Summoner were my favorite. I love pet jobs; they're awesome. I think Puppet Master was my main, and all the attachments to make your puppet different kinds of fighters or healers or nukers or ranged attackers or even up close attackers, but love it. It was so fun. Did I save this? I didn't save this, did I? No, I didn't. But yeah. Anyway, so pets. You can now summon a pet to do your bidding. You only have access to one pet now, but there will be opportunities to acquire many more as you continue your adventures. Cast the spell Summon from your hotbar to complete the Arcane Pact. Let's summon Carbuncle, but sure. Once your pet is summoned, a fixed hotbar known as the pet hotbar will appear in addition to your regular hotbars. The pet hotbar is preset with all the pet commands currently available to you, freeing up your normal hotbars for your personal actions and spells. The guard command orders your pet to guard its master, refraining from acting until you attack or are attacked. The steady command orders your pet to refrain from attacking until you specifically order him to do so. The away command orders your pet to leave the battlefield. Pet orders and actions can also be set to your other hotbars by selecting them from the pet tab under orders in the... orders in the actions and traits menu. And we have the little hotbar over to the left here. I mean, guard is pretty generally... The carbuncle doesn't do anything. I'm going to put him up here. Literally all he is good for. They changed it. I'm pretty sure when I first played this game, your carbuncle actually like attacked, but that was back in like 2013. I don't remember what it was, but now I can have a barrier around myself that absorbs 20% of my maximum HP. It lasts for 30 seconds, and I can use it every minute. Against these little bugs, obviously, not going to be a problem. The little ladybugs are done. One more war fret, and I'm done. Oh, I have to add my mount. And... let's see... Wait... No, where's the Oh, I was in the wrong menu. Mount guide. Rando Mounto. And I generally like to keep Guido as my little pet guy, but yeah, I'm not even gonna add him to my bar. There's too much chat going on. I don't want to put anybody on blast. Let's do a fate. Why not? Stupid frogs. That's why not. Dang it. If you're right next to them when you cast, they won't do the AoE. But that also requires you to... Yep, see. Oops, gotta step out. I'm in no... Fate failed. Oh, okay, I guess. I didn't look at the timer on it. But we have Aurelia right next to them. Let's take 3 ruins. You're kind of launching a black sphere that's kind of surrounded by white, cloudy energy. That is what ruin is. This is our last Aurelia. We'll teleport back for 79 gil because it's one of my favored destinations. God, the rest of my ice, baby. Alright, stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new invention. To the extreme, we rock a mic like a vandal. Something like a candle. I don't know the words. Alright. There's some songs I wish I knew the words to, I just don't. Alright, back to Thubirgim. I see the creatures beyond the city walls pose you little threat. It is with great pleasure, then, that I formally recognize your initiation into the guild. From this day forth, you may proudly bear the title of Arcanist. I suggest you continue your forays into the wilderness and keep the pages of your grimoire turning. There is no finer teacher than the harsh mistress of experience. And when you feel you can command Carbuncle as easily as you might move your own limbs, return to me for further instruction. I will be waiting. 400 experience points, 115 gil. We already hit level 5 doing all that other stuff. We did, okay, so we did get experience points from the Fate, even though we failed it. Or not, we didn't fail, it was already the timer. Yeah, anyway. Got 364 from it, plus, you know, 100%, because if you didn't know, if you are leveling any job in this game, when you already have a job that is higher level than it, you get a bonus of 100% experience points. So everything will be way faster, as usual. I've explained that in other things as well. That's it for this video. You got 2 quests for the price of 1. I will see you next time. Hope you enjoyed, and I will make another video for the next quest post-haste after I go to my squadron. But bye-bye for now.